everybody! Today we are going to learn how to make Korean traditional kimchi. In Korean it's called pogi kimchi or tongbaechu kimchi. As you know, there are so many hundreds of different kinds of kimchi. This is going to be a very traditional style kimchi. With this kimchi, you can make all kinds of different Korean side dishes. You can steam, stew, soup, tons of dishes you can make. If you have never made kimchi before, this is perfect chance for you to learn how to make traditional kimchi. Let's start. This is Napa cabbage. Exactly, I weighed 6 pounds. Good cabbage is like a lot of green stuff is leaves. This is better and smooth and shiny. And usually peak season is fall. Just before winter starts, really delicious and all cabbage is beautiful. Top part, if sometimes it's really stand out. Take off and cut it in half. Just give a little slit like this. Tear this way. And then this here on the center, just another slit. Like this, half. So inside is not shredded. So we need to salt. Before salting, first we need to soak in cold water because the wet leaves will absorb salt more easily. Half cup kosher salt. And then we are going to sprinkle each cabbage leaves between the leaves. Same part is more salt. Now, every 30 minutes, just turn it over so that evenly salted. So let's put it aside and then we'll go to next step. Next step is we make porridge. People freaked out, hey, what kind of porridge? Why we need porridge? But actually this is really important. When you make a really nice, delicious kimchi, I always make this. Dry the hot pepper flakes and all ingredients and garlic, onion, all minced stuff and together. It should be really nicely look like a paste. The purpose of this porridge is all this between the leaves, make it stick to the cabbage leaves. It's not going to go dancing around everywhere. 2 cups plain water, 2 tablespoons sweet rice flour. Glutinous rice flour, I use mochiko powder always. If you don't have a sweet rice flour, just use plain all-purpose flour. Let's turn it on. Well mixed. In Korea, any housewives who make delicious kimchi, that means that she's good at cooking. So making kimchi is such an important job. In your culture, what is like your national food? Anybody who can make this dish well, that means that, oh, she's good at cooking, he's good at cooking, right? So just leave a comment. I'm very curious about that. Now it starts boiling. It took exactly 9 minutes. Brown sugar, 2 tablespoons. Very beautiful, shiny. It's going to be a good kimchi base. Okay, so remove from the heat. Let's turn off. Let it cool down thoroughly. You see the bottom? You'll see the water. It's a salty water. Let it sit for 30 more minutes. Wow, more water and just a little soft. I'm going to let this salt for another 30 minutes. In the meantime, I'm going to prepare vegetables and other seasonings. Korean radish is sold in Korean grocery store. I peeled this and washed. The radish makes kimchi paste really special and tasty and really sweet. Now I'm going to make matchsticks. Generously around 2 cups. This green stuff is the green onion. Green onion and buchu is Asian chives. I always use this, but if this is not available in your area, don't worry. Just use scallion, green onions. And this one is, I wanted to show you, minari water drop wort. Even Korean grocery store, sometimes available, sometimes not available. These days it must be season. I found really fresh minari, but also this is optional. So all this thing, you can skip this except for this green onion. Green onion, you can find it anywhere, right? Smell. Really smells good. Herby. Lot of vegetables going into kimchi paste. Next, let's make this puree. Puree garlic and ginger and onion. This is half a cup garlic. We are going to mince this. Ginger, around 2 teaspoon amount, ginger, and onion. Onion, around 1 cup. Here I'm going to make kimchi paste. Mince the garlic, ginger, onion. I need to turn it over again. See, very good. Half a cup fish sauce, 1/4 cup fermented salty shrimp, in Korean 새우젓. So we are going to make very special kimchi today. When you use this, just squeeze out juice first. I just scooped with the juice plus shrimp. And then we are going to chop this up. Wow, smells good. And then we need hot pepper flakes. How much amount of hot pepper flakes? Totally depends on you. It can start from 1 cup to maybe 2.5 cups. If you like a kind of mild version, just I think you can use only 1 cup. But I like a spicy version, so I will use 2 cups. This is a good kimchi paste. Let's taste. Oh, delicious. So all salty water, so you can add this, each cabbage pieces. So total 2 hours we salted. So very nice. Now we need to wash. Couple of times you just wash and pour out the water, and then with new fresh water, and then wash it again. We made a slit, right? And then now just when you wash this, you can split this. Now I'm making rice. I'm using my pressure cooker, rice cooker. So can you hear that sound? It is loud. I always enjoy eating fresh kimchi with fresh rice. We need to really drain well. Beautiful. So now let's mix. So kimchi paste. So radish has a lot of water, so soon this paste is going to be a little thinner. And also this cabbage you see in the core part, I like to remove this part. Always I remove this. So now let's make a kimchi. We are going to put all this paste between these leaves. This is Korean earthenware crock, onggi. My grandmother, she had a really big, huge onggi, and usually wintertime kimjang, winter kimchi she makes, really huge, the onggi she used. Sometimes I use onggi, to ferment my kimchi and other pickles. I use bare hand when I mix this, but like I give you a warning, if you make a kimchi for the first time, use this kind of disposable plastic gloves or just your rubber gloves. So okay. So this kimchi paste, let's do. And then when I was young, my mom makes winter kimchi, huge amount of kimchi, huge batch of kimchi. My mom used to make 200 heads of cabbage. We make really nutritious kimchi. Even in the kimchi, I didn't use it today, and some people use this beef, ground beef cooked, and they add. Some people use just the fish, fresh fish, and they cut just chunk of fish inside. And then this kind of kimchi is going to be eaten in early spring. And then all fishes are just all like fermented, well fermented, so tasty. It has a protein, it has a calcium, it has a vitamin, all stuff. Whenever I make this whole cabbage kimchi, it reminds me of my mom's winter kimchi, kimjang. So I think this is filled. So kimchi jar, many people ask me question, what kind of jar or container using? I'm using plastic jar. This is BPA free plastic jar for kimchi. Whatever you use, any container, press down this, so that all the air doesn't come inside the kimchi. And this guy also, okay, press down. And then I always, whenever I make a kimchi, I'm so excited about the delicious lunch with freshly made kimchi. All the split these leaves and tear this with fingers. It's called gatjeori. Sesame seeds. This is roasted, very crispy sesame seeds. And close the lid. This. So also close the lid. Today we made the kimchi. This kimchi in onggi, I'm going to let it sit for a couple of days, maybe one day. At the moment, I will eat this, the gatjeori, like just freshly mixed this. And I made really warm rice, multi-grain rice and green peas. So delicious. This kimchi is all crispy and then roasted sesame seeds. So when I chew this and broke this nutty, and also the mixture of kimchi paste, it's like a strong flavor from fish sauce and garlicky onion and ginger. Oh my God, so good. Hi everybody, welcome back. 1.5 days passed. 36 hours later, my kimchi starts fermenting. How I know? The smells like a kimchi when it's fermented, special smell like a sour smells. And also the surface is bubbling. So I will show you, come on. Let's open this. Kind of juicy, like bubbles, right? This juice is so delicious. And smells sour. Well ripe and sour and sweet, spicy of course. From now, I have to keep this in the refrigerator. So it's a cold temperature in the refrigerator, slowly, like a fermenting. It's also fermenting, see? Bubbles. So when the kimchi starts fermenting, always press down. So best thing is that it should be submerged in the kimchi juice. And bite size. Yes. Enjoy my recipe. See you next time. Bye.